Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start part 3. If you are just joining us, I recommend starting with part 1 so you can follow along as to where we are in this Prep and Protect series. We are just about to start our 2-stage correction. We have Angel Wax Regenerate, which is just a fine polish. That's all we need for this. Really no major blemishes now that all the scratches and nicks and all that stuff is fixed. We just want to remove some water spot etching and some overall dullness. So we're going to use the 21 millimeter long throw, and then we're also going to use the 3-inch Flex XFE 80 3-inch polisher, and we're going to get this done. This will be the first stage of our correction. Okay, so we're going to remove the residue from the ultrafine polish, and what we reveal is the etching from the hard water spots is gone. The overall dullness is replaced by a nice crisp clarity, and we're about ready to jump to our next step. Alright, so many shops will just jump to the coating here, but for my eye, I'm going to go one step further, and for the owner who also has the eye and the appreciation for my work. So we're going to go with the Angel Wax Perfect Polish, which again is a cleanser slash polisher, very minor abrasives, and will sort of just jewel the paint, bring out some more clarity, and bring out the best gloss possible before we lay down that protection. Between every step, grab your IP solution. For me, it's Gion Prep, and we're going to clean the surface. Get rid of all the residue. And absolutely, we are going to foam it one more time. Yes, the surface of the clear coat is clean, but we have to take care of the cracks, crevices, all of those corners where dust from the polish and dust from the air could have settled. So we're going to foam it and rinse it thoroughly. By the way, this time it is foamed with just a ½ ounce of the Purple Power Boat and RV soap. That is just a straight up cleaner. It can be a powerful one with enough of the product. No gloss enhancers, no carnauba. An absolute must here to dry with forced air. We don't want any moisture dripping out of the corners running down the panel as we're coating it. And then a little bit later, I'll go over any leftover droplets or anything in the door jambs or running down out of the mirror with a microfiber drying towel. Okay, so this won't take me long. I'm going to take care of the engine compartment. I don't want to be leaning over the car after I applied a coating, the first layer, the first base coat. So we're going to protect the engine bay area. It won't take long. We're going to take care of all the hard painted surfaces first with QPon 2.0. This is an user-friendly, easy to apply coating. You can either spray onto an applicator, put it on that way, or you could spray directly onto the panel itself, spread it out, and just wipe off any excess moisture with a microfiber towel. Okay, when it comes to plastic surfaces, we're going to leave that for Geon trim. So I'll go around and protect all the plastic surfaces that I can reach anyway. And then when it's time for the owner to maintain the engine bay compartment, most of the time it's just going to take a rinse. Okay, and with the engine bay complete and protected, we're going to start with the first coat of our base coat, which is going to be G Technique Crystal Serum. I have a series where I showed in detail how to apply the coatings, but just for a quick recap, you want to go crisscross pattern to ensure that the coating is spread out evenly and properly. You want to do a small section at a time so it doesn't become too tacky to remove the transfer solution. And that's why I have two microfiber towels, one to get the bulk of it. If you use one throughout the whole process, it'll just eventually start pushing it around. You want the second one to get the rest of the solution up. If you don't get it all up, some of the areas on lighter color paints are going to dry darker, and you're going to have to remove it by polishing it or wet sanding. And as usual, I'll bring you in with me. I like to give you a great view of how some of these products work up close. And you just remove until the haze is gone and you're left with a glass-like, shiny, reflective surface. Okay, the first coat's done. While we wait for that to dry, we're going to start working on the wheels and the wheel wells. I'll put it up on a lift later and take care of the undercarriage. But for the wheel wells, we're going to use QPon 2.0. That's an easy application. Spray and spread out. And then we'll get to the rims with Geon Rim. Geon Rim sends applicators and microswades along with, but they're useless on wheels with, a lot of shapes and contours. So I'll go to a makeup store or a pharmacy and I'll grab a bag of these small, soft foam pads. Makeup removers is what they're meant for, but I'll use them as applicators and they're perfect for that. The wheel and spokes are shaped in such a way I can get the face of the wheel. The holes are just big enough for my skinny hands to get back and get the barrel of the wheel, and then also the caliper without it turning into a wheels off, which will save a little bit of money. After I get the whole wheel coated, I'll get my microfibers and wipe off the transfer solution. First wheel down, 3 to go. Okay, moving right along, the first 2 layers of the base coat, the crystal serum, are done, and it's time for the second layer of the chemical of the system, which is G-Technique XO. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, guys, part 3 is finished. We're going to take a short break, come back for the final part of the series, protecting the interior.